clear to play.
The Tomb Kings are the long-dead rulers of Nehekhara from thousands of years ago. Each city had several dynasties, each with several kings, and as such, there are hundreds of kings, vying for power, who have now all risen from the dead. They would constantly wage war on each other to spread their influence across Nehekhara. The greatest kings ruled in Khemri, making it the biggest and strongest city in Nehekhara. Certainly the greatest ruler ever to grace the lands of Nehekhara rose here. Setra, the Imperishable, founded Khemri and conquered the entire empire. He lived far longer than most before he eventually died. He was one of the last to be awoken by Nagash's spell, possibly due to his age. But he immediately took control of the empire and commanded all others to return to their tombs. Each king had a pyramid built for them in the necropolis of their city, adorning it with fine statues they would use in the afterlife. Also buried with them is their kingly chariot and steeds, waiting for the day they are called back to the world of life. The Tomb Kings are revived by the Lich Priests when they are needed to defend an area that Setra cannot get to in time. Nehekhara was an ancient empire and the place of the first human civilization. It is now known as the Land of the Dead and is the empire of the Tomb Kings under Setra the Imperishable. It is located far to the south of the Old World, beyond the goblinoid-infested Badlands. It borders Araby to the west and the Southlands to the south. The undead outnumber the living in Nehekhara many times over. It is a desert land where harsh storms batter the people and damage the buildings. Life is hard, but in some places where the desert recedes, life can be pleasant. The great Mortis River flows through the land, allowing a good deal of trade to pass down it to the interior. The boundaries of Nehekhara are delineated by black towers. The land attracts archaeologists from the empire, as well as adventurers and tomb robbers. Setra the Imperishable was the first king to unite all of Nehekhara under his rule. He established an empire and instated various leaders in other cities to provide tribute for his new idea, pyramids. He was succeeded by King Ataf I. Setra built Khemri into the greatest city in the land, and his armies conquered far away from their home. They brought back many slaves to work for them. His war fleets battled across the sea, bringing the fear of the priest king to many. Although he was arrogant and vain, he was adorned by his people, and the land of Khemri entered a golden age. For all his conquests, he was still annoyed. He knew that one day death would approach and he would be taken away from all he had created. He vowed that the grave would never have him, and that he would cheat death. He set his greatest, wisest, and most powerful priests on the mission to find the solution to this. The priests searched for years, but could not find what Setra sought. He was kept alive for a long time after he was supposed to die, but he could not be kept alive indefinitely. On his deathbed, the priests promised that one day he would return and rule of another golden age. His body was taken to the Pyramid of Khemri and placed there until his appointed day of awakening. Nagash's spell, cast over the entire region, caused hundreds of the Tomb Kings to rise from their chambers. On the second day, Setra rose, and great was his fury. He vowed to reconquer his empire and return it to glory, and to seek out and destroy the enemy Nagash. His powers were such that he cast his priests away, knowing that they had lied to him and kept most of their powers to and for themselves. He also ordered many Tomb Kings to return to their chambers and await the call to return to life, for they would only raise unrest and disturb the peace.
Visit MiniWargaming.com to see our videos 1 month early.